Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Dear students, how are you? Hope you all are fine. You are in best state of your health and iman. Class 5 students, today our topic is about unit number 4 of subject science, and the unit number 4 title is classification of living things. Students, on daily basis, you have clearly observed that different types of organisms are present in our nature, and we see that some organisms are smaller in size and some are larger. So there are the 5 basic kingdom or groups of the organisms in which we have divided all organisms present in our nature, and these groups are kingdom Monera, kingdom Protista, kingdom Fungi, kingdom Plantae, and kingdom Animalia. We will see later. Now, before going to discuss this chapter in detail, we have to recall our previous knowledge that we have discussed in our previous classes or previous chapters. So, some basic points are living things are classified into different groups: terrestrial, aquatic, amphibian, aerial, and arboreal. Describe the environments in which animals live. यानी कि स्टूडेंट्स हमने ये बातें डिस्कस कर ली हुई हैं कि कुछ ऑर्गेनिज्म जो है वो लैंड पे रहना पसंद करते हैं, कुछ ऑर्गेनिजम्स पानी में रहते हैं, कुछ ऐसे ऑर्गेनिजम्स हैं जो पानी में भी रहते हैं और लैंड पे भी रहते हैं, कुछ ऐसे ऑर्गेनिजम्स हैं जो हवा में रहना पसंद करते हैं. सो ये जो सारी बातें हैं हम लोग अपने प्रीवियस लेक्चर्स में, क्लासेस में इसको पढ़ चुके हैं. Number third point about our previous knowledge is that plants grow in terrestrial or aquatic environment. अब प्लांट्स की 2 टाइप्स हैं. कुछ ऐसे प्लांट्स हैं जो लैंड पर यानी सॉइल पे, खुश्की पे रहना पसंद करते हैं, उनकी जो ग्रोथ है वो वहां पे होती है. और कुछ ऐसे प्लांट्स होते हैं जो aquatic environment, aquatic means पानी, वाटर से रिलेटेड environment में रहते हैं. Animals may be herbivores, carnivores, omnivores और parasites. अब यहाँ पे एनिमल्स की जो क्लासेस हैं ये भी हम प्रीवियस क्लासेस में पढ़ चुके हैं. प्रीवियस चैप्टर्स में भी हमने इसको देखा. हर्बीवोर्स वो वाले ऑर्गेनिजम्स हैं जो कि प्लांट्स को खाना पसंद करते हैं. कार्निवोर्स वो वाले ऑर्गेनिजम्स हैं जो मीट को खाना पसंद करते हैं. मीट इन सेंस आप कह सकते हैं कि एक ऑर्गेनिजम्स दूसरे ऑर्गेनिजम्स का जब शिकार करता है उसे भी हम कार्निवोर्स का नेम देते हैं. जैसे एक लाइन है, जब वो गोट को खाएगा तो वो एक एनिमल्स की कैटेगरी में आता है. ओमनिवोर्स ऐसे ऑर्गेनिजम्स हैं जो प्लांट्स भी खाते हैं और मीट भी खाते हैं, जैसा कि ह्यूमन बींग्स, and some animals can be parasites. So all these points we have discussed in our previous lectures. And after discuss this chapter in detail, we will be able to learn about these points. That is, you will learn that there are 5 kingdoms of living things. Kingdoms means groups. Animals are subdivided into vertebrates and invertebrates. यानी एनिमल्स को हमने 2 ग्रुप्स में डिवाइड किया हुआ है, वर्टिब्रेट्स और इनवर्टिब्रेट्स में. इनके बारे में भी डिटेल से देखेंगे कि वर्टिब्रेट्स क्या होते हैं. There are 5 classification of vertebrates. अब आगे vertebrates की भी 5 classes हैं. There are more invertebrates than vertebrates on earth. They are classified according to how their bodies are structured. Insects and worms are 2 different kinds of invertebrates. So we will start our chapter. First of all, we will see the classes of living things. Living things are classified into 5 major groups, and these groups are about these. Some organisms or some groups have microscopic organisms, means those organisms which we cannot see with naked eye. जिनको हम अपनी आम आंख से नहीं देख सकते उन्हें हम माइक्रोस्कोपिक ऑर्गेनिज्म का नाम देते हैं, लाइक प्रोटोक्टिस्ट. its example are amoeba. Number 2, prokaryotes. Examples included bacteria and some types of algae. Number 3, fungi, mushrooms, molds, yeast. Number 4, plants, all green plants, and these are the non microscopic. इनका साइज बड़ा है, हम इन्हें आम आंख से देख सकते हैं. Plants and animals, all multicellular animals. Multicellular students, you can see multi mean many. ऐसे ऑर्गेनिज्म जो एक से ज्यादा सेल्स पर मुश्तमिल हो उन्हें हम मल्टीसेलुलर ऑर्गेनिज्म का नेम देते हैं. Now we see we have divided the animals into two types, that is vertebrates and invertebrates. We will see its general introduction. Vertebrates are those organisms, those animals that have a spinal column and a skeleton. You can see that, student, this is the structure of a dog. You can see this is the spinal column, and we see those organisms in which spinal column is present are included in vertebrates. जैसे कि आप स्पाइनल कॉलम को खुद अपनी बॉडी में भी ऑब्जर्व कर सकते हैं, हमारे कमर के पोर्शन में आपको एक जो सेंट्रल बोन फील होती है उसे हम स्पाइनल कॉर्ड, वर्टिब्रल कॉलम का नेम देते हैं. सो वर्टिब्रेट्स आर दोज एनिमल्स दैट हैव अ स्पाइनल कॉलम एंड अ स्केलेटन. आप भी देख सकते हैं इसकी बॉडी में स्केलेटन है. तो वो वाले ऑर्गेनिजम्स जिनके अंदर स्पाइनल कॉलम और स्केलेटन मौजूद होता है उसे हम क्या नेम दे देंगे? वर्टिब्रेट्स. उसे हम वर्टिब्रेट्स के ग्रुप में शामिल करेंगे. द स्केलेटन होल्ड्स अप एंड प्रोटेक्ट्स द बॉडी. स्केलेटन का काम क्या होता है कि हमारी बॉडी को होल्ड करता है और इसके अलावा हमारी बॉडी को प्रोटेक्ट करता है. सो you can see vertebrates are those organisms having a backbone. Less than 10% of animals on earth are vertebrates. हमारी पूरी अर्थ पे पाई जाने वाले जो ऑर्गेनिजम्स हैं उनका 10% ऑलमोस्ट जो है वो वर्टिब्रेट्स हैं, बाकी सब के सब इनवर्टिब्रेट्स होते हैं. द एग्जांपल्स ऑफ वर्टिब्रेट्स आर मैमल्स, रेप्टाइल्स, एम्फीबियंस, फिश, birds. And what is invertebrates? So the opposite of vertebrates means those organisms which don't have a backbone are known as invertebrates. Over 90% of animals on earth are invertebrates, and its example are arthropods, mollusca, worms, echinoderms, and sponges. You can see that fish, birds, frog, snake, bear, these all are the examples of vertebrates, and some examples of invertebrates are mollusca, arthropods, sea star, segmented worms, roundworms, sponges, and some smaller size fishes are included in invertebrates. So I am again revising this. Vertebrates animals are those which have a backbone or vertebral column, and there are 5 groups of vertebrate animals. That is mammals, birds, reptiles, amphibians, and fish. So this is a very beautiful picture describing the 5 major classes of vertebrates, and these are fishes, then birds, amphibians, mammals, and reptiles. So we divide it into 5 classes of vertebrates so we can see or we can clearly study the characteristics of these organisms. Now we will see that the 5 major groups of vertebrates characteristics one by one. Number 1 is that fish, and some examples: trout, tuna, shark; amphibians, frog, newt, salamander; reptiles, snake, crocodile, turtle; bird, pigeon, hen, sparrow, owl, seagull; mammal, dog, cat, camel, horse, cow, and lion. And the other character about the 5 major classes of vertebrates are cold-blooded or warm-blooded. Cold-blooded means those organisms which cannot change their body temperature according to the nature of environment. Fish, amphibians, reptiles are cold-blooded, and the birds and mammals are warm-blooded. Warm-blooded means these organisms can easily change their temperature according to the nature of environment. And the third character is covered with, means it's covering. Fish is covered with scales. Amphibians are covered with moist, slippery skin. Reptiles are covered with dry skin, and its dry skin is covered with the scales. Bird's body is covered with feathers, and the mammal's body is covered with hair. And the other character is about habitat. Fish live and reproduce in water. Amphibian can live on land and in water. Reptiles, some live in water and some live on land. Bird, most live on the land, and the mammals mostly live on the land. Fish breathe through gills. Amphibians breathe through skin and the lungs. Reptiles also uses their lungs. Birds and mammals also use their lungs for the purpose of breathing. Fish is reproduced by laying eggs in water. Amphibians and reptiles are also reproduced by laying eggs in water. Birds is laying hard-shell eggs on land. Mammals is giving births to babies. So one concept check is there. Place the following creatures in the correct column. Add at least 3 more examples. So examples of vertebrates are lizards, whale, cat, frog, parrot. Invertebrates examples are goldfish, cockroach, snail, worm, beetle, and slug. So you can see that, students, these are the examples of the invertebrates. So those animals that don't have internal skeleton or a backbone are called invertebrates. यानी जो organisms without skeleton होंगे, जिनके अंदर vertebral column नहीं होगा, उसे हम invertebrates में include करेंगे. For example, insects, worms, snails, crabs, etc. To support their bodies, invertebrates have strong muscles or thick outer covering. आप ये देख सकते हैं वर्टिब्रेट्स के अंदर तो स्केलेटन मौजूद होता है जो उनकी बॉडी को सपोर्ट करता है, प्रोटेक्ट करता है. तो इनवर्टिब्रेट्स के अंदर उनकी बॉडी की प्रोटेक्शन कैसे होगी? वो बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग मसल्स के साथ होगी और उनकी कवरिंग बहुत हार्ड होगी. So invertebrates, segmented worms. Segmented worms are one of example of the invertebrates, and we will see its characters. Segmented worms have long tube-like bodies that are divided into segments. यानी आपने देखा होगा कि अर्थवर्म के अंदर उसकी बॉडी के अंदर ऐसे जैसे पार्ट्स से बने हुए हैं, उसे हम सेगमेंटेड का वर्ड इस्तेमाल करते हैं उसके लिए. They are the simplest organisms with the true nervous system and the blood contained in vessels. A long digestive tube runs down the length of the worm's inner body. Worms take in dissolved oxygen from the water through their skin, and examples of worms are earthworms and leech. So you can see that, students, this is the structure of the earthworm, and we see its different body parts, and these parts are known as the segments. That's why its body is also known as the segmented worms. All worms share the following characteristics. Invertebrates, long narrow bodies without legs, इनके अंदर legs नहीं होती हैं. Tissues, organs and organ systems with brain. Reproduction, sexual and asexual. Bilateral symmetry, यानी इनकी बॉडी की अरेंजमेंट कैसी होती है? तो दो मेजर पार्ट्स होते हैं, हेड एंड द टेल एंड्स. 3 सेल लेयर्स मींस एक्टोडर्म, मेसोडर्म, एंडोडर्म. यानी इनकी बॉडी के 3 पार्ट्स होते हैं. अपर वाला जो सरफेस है उसे हम एक्टो का नेम देते हैं, एंड जो मिडल है उसे मीजो का, और जो इनर है उसे एंडोडर्म का नेम देते हैं. So as we see that either some insects are beneficial for us or not. So some insects are considered to be pest. कुछ insects को हम pest का name देते हैं. They destroy leaves, fruits and seeds. Others like flies and mosquitoes cause diseases. Do you know of any other insects that are pests? So we can see that some other examples of pests are included. Some insects like the honeybee, bee and silkworm are useful to us. वो हमारे लिए हेल्पफुल है. यानी आप देख सकते हैं कि कुछ जो इंसेक्ट्स की एग्जांपल्स हमने इनवर्टिब्रेट्स में देखा है, कुछ इंसेक्ट्स हमारे लिए बेनिफिशियल होते हैं और कुछ हमारे लिए नुकसान का बाइस होते हैं. तो जो हमारे लिए बेनिफिशियल है उनमें आप देख सकते हैं हनी बी और सिल्कवर्म. सम इंसेक्ट्स आर कॉल्ड सोशल इंसेक्ट्स. कुछ इंसेक्ट्स को हम सोशल इंसेक्ट्स का नेम देते हैं as they live together in groups called colonies. In a colony, there can be hundreds or even thousands of insects. You can see that, students. Honeybee makes honey for us. So it is essential for us and it is beneficial for us. And silkworm makes silk for us. So it is also helpful for us. Now, we will see the unit number 4 from our workbook. One concept check is there. Some examples of organisms are given here and divided these examples: vertebrates, sharks, lion, cat, parrot, bat, whale, lizard. And the examples of invertebrates are slug, spider, snail, butterfly, cockroach, ant, beetle, jellyfish, and worm. One important information is given here. Is it a boy or a girl? For crocodiles, the sex of the young depend on the temperature the eggs are kept at. Higher and the lower temperatures usually mean female will hatch, while male crocodiles will hatch at temperatures in between. So one table is there and we have to complete it. Fish habitat live in water covered with scales. Amphibians habitat live in land and water covered with moist slippery skin. Reptile habitat live in land or water covered with dry skin, and these dry skin is covered with scales. Bird habitat mostly live on land covered with feathers. Mammals habitat most live on land covered with hair. Think and write, students. Ostrich, Chittermug is an example of flightless bird. What other birds cannot fly? Why do you think these birds can't fly? Penguins. Their wings are shorter and stiffer than a normal bird's wing. यानी कि स्टूडेंट्स बर्ड को फ्लाई करने के लिए एक उसका बॉडी वेट लाइट होना चाहिए और उसके विंग्स स्ट्रॉन्ग होने चाहिए, जबकि पेंगुइन्स में ऐसा नहीं होता। आप देख सकते हैं उनकी जो बॉडी है वो बड़ी हैवी होती है, उनके विंग्स जो है वो शॉर्टर होते हैं, इस वजह से वो फ्लाई नहीं कर सकते हैं। Ostrich, their wings cannot lift their heavy bodies off the ground. Are insects useful or do they cause destruction? In what ways are they useful and to whom? Ants. Some of insects are considered to be pests. They destroy leaves, fruits, and seeds. Some insects are useful, like honeybee. Honeybee are important pollinator used in transfer of pollen grain. Silkworm is used to make silk for us. Next question is that put these in order, which is biggest and which is smallest. 5 options are given here. So we can see that biggest to smallest. Ant, fly, cockroach, grasshopper, and butterfly, which is longest and the shortest. Nematode, earthworm, hookworm, bootless, and the worm, which is quietest and which is noisiest, यानी जो बहुत खामोश and और जो बहुत ज़्यादा शोर करने वाले organisms आ रहते हैं. Beetle, bee, fly, mosquito, which is softest and which is hardest. सॉफ्टेस्ट टू हार्डेस्ट मतलब हमने जो सॉफ्टेस्ट ऑर्गेनिज्म से हार्डेस्ट की तरफ जाना है. आंट, बटरफ्लाई, ड्रैगन फ्लाई, लेडी बर्ड एंड बीटल. Activity: find all of these invertebrates in the grid below. So you can see that some examples of organisms are given here, like jellyfish, grasshopper, ant, spider, anemone. Short question. Name 2 mammals that live in water. Dolphin, whale. Name 3 invertebrates that live in the sea. Starfish, jellyfish, seahorse. Name 5 invertebrates that could be living in a garden. Ant, snail, worm, spider, and honeybee. Name 3 invertebrates that have more than 3 pairs of legs. Spider, ant, cockroach. Which insect is a pest? Are there any in your house? Ants, cockroach, mosquitoes are considered as pests. They are present in our house. Fill in the blanks. Most insects have wings attached to them that help them to fly. Number 2, a dash is a large group of insects living together, and this is known as the colony. Some worms live in other creatures. They are parasites. Flies and mosquitoes can cause disease. Worms have long tube-like body. Choose the correct answer. Which of these is not one of the 5 kingdoms? So right answer is insects. What do vertebrates have that invertebrates don't? Backbone. Which of these is an insect? Cockroach. Which of these do insects have? All of these. So we can see its option. 6 legs and hard covering. 2 pillars or antennae, 3 parts of their body. Number 5, what do we call insects which destroy plants? Pests are known as the insects which destroy plants. Some questions for the notebook is given here. What do you understand by the classification and why do you think it is important? Living things are classified into different groups and giving them scientific names that could be used all over the world. This process is called classification, which makes study of organisms easier. What kind of insects live in colony or group, which is useful. Some insects live together in groups called colonies. Cooperative behavior determines the survival of entire group. For example, bees, ants, termites live in group. What are antennae? What are they used for? Antennae are long, thin sensory appendages on head of insects. They are used for smelling and feeling. Give the example of some creatures which are not insects and say why they are not insects. Crayfish and spiders are not insects. They have only two segments, the head and the thorax on abdomen, while insects have three pairs of legs attached to their thorax region. So student, this is all about the classification of living organisms, in which we discuss how different organisms are classified into the groups and subgroups, and the most major important groups of organisms are vertebrates and invertebrates, and vertebrates are classified into five other major groups, and we see its all characters one by one, and some examples of these groups are also discussed. Alhamdulillah, we have completed our task. Thanks to Allah, and thank you all of you. Okay students, Allah Hafiz.